Hi everyone, Medina here from Arise Humanity. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to share with you a strange thing that's been happening that I've just found out has not only been happening to me, but other people have been experiencing it also. And I often find when I experience something, then a lot of other people are experiencing the same thing. So I wanted to share it and see maybe in the comments below if anyone else has been having this very same thing happen. So it starts when I had some rings in a plate of like a jewelry plate upstairs in my bathroom. And I specifically always put my rings in this same plate. So I put them in there, and then I went back to get them the next day and they were all gone. And I hadn't moved them, hadn't touched them. My partner hadn't touched them. And so it was very strange. I took all the jewelry off the plate so I could, thoroughly search and make sure they weren't there. Looked all over the place, not there, nowhere to be found. So then I thought, well, I'll just leave it, because obviously if they're not here, they'll either turn up or, it's no point continuing to search when they're obviously not here. So I just left it, and about a week and a half went by. And, in the intermittent times, I would look at the plate and just check that they were there, and nowhere to be found. They weren't there at all. And then one day, about a week and a half later, I looked on the plate and they were there. And so then I had a theory that maybe what was happening was that the timelines were shifting, from 3D to 5D, and maybe there was it's going in and out of these timelines, or there was like some sort of portal, that they were shifting in and out of, something like that. And when I mentioned it to Ian Welch said that what he got was that the rings were taken away to be upgraded into the golden age energy, the fifth dimensional energy, to really help support me in my transition into 5D, into the golden age. And given that I do the affirmations a lot, and I'm really supporting Ian's work in every way I can, and holding the workshops and everything, I thought, well, that is very interesting, because I'm certainly very committed to the golden age practices and techniques and things. So then I just got a call from a lovely friend. She's also my Patreon community, and she also joins our soul healing group. And she mentioned that the same thing had actually happened to her. So she had like a little roller, and it had essential oils in it and some crystals as well. And she gave it to her little granddaughter one day to roll on herself, and the little granddaughter rolled it on her feet and on her hands and things, and then put it back, and then left the room. And then she noticed that when she went back into the room, my friend, that this roller had disappeared. So she rang, she was talking to the family, and, in passing, she mentioned, oh, do you know where you put it? And the little granddaughter said, no, I don't know, so she and her husband looked everywhere for it, and they couldn't find it anywhere. So she just left it. And then she came back the next day, and it was in a very obvious place that they had definitely searched, the day before. It just appeared in this spot in that room, in a very obvious position that, they certainly would have seen if it had been there the day before. So the same thing happened to her, and it did have stones in it. Some of my rings had stones as well. I don't know if that's a similar thing that it's happening to, like crystals and stones and things like that. But it was very interesting that she basically had the same experience that I had. And I told her, these two potential narratives, the one that Ian Welsh suggested. And also the interesting commonality with her was that she's also very committed to the Golden Age workshops and the practices, and she does the affirmations regularly as well. So potentially there is a theory there that I have constructed that maybe, you know, if you are committed to really stepping into the Golden Age and accessing that fifth dimensional energy and going into that, you are supported by, you know, that these higher forces, higher beings, whatever you want to call them, we're being supported to transition into that fifth dimensional Golden Age paradigm with ease through potentially these things happening where we have stones that are upgraded, or that we have support to be able to step more easily into those energies. Just fascinating, really. So is there anyone else out there that's having this experience? And I would also be interested to know if you are doing the Golden Age practices and you're having that experience, saying the affirmations regularly, and that your intention and your goal is to transition into these beautiful ascended energies. And so you've also got that commitment. Love to hear from you. What an interesting time we're in, hey? So leave comments below, and I'm fascinated to hear the response. Thank you. Bye.